Good morning, my dear grade 4 students. Welcome to our science class. So, I am your teacher, Stephanie de la Peña, but you can call me Teacher Stephanie or Teacher Steph. So, for today's lesson, we are now on the lesson 4 of chapter 1, which entitled Diseases or Sickness Resulting from Exposure to Decaying Materials. So, for our objectives for today's lesson, at the end of the lesson, you are able to identify and describe the diseases or sickness that may result from exposure to decaying materials, appreciate the importance of cleanliness in the surroundings, and construct a data chart about what diseases or sickness will you get from being exposed to decaying materials. So are you now ready to listen to teacher as we discuss our lesson for today? All right, very good. So, teacher has a question. Have you ever wondered what diseases or sickness will you get from exposure to decaying materials? If your answer is no, you will find out later the answers to what diseases or sickness will you get if you are exposed to these decaying materials that you can see in our slide. But first, let us define what do we mean by disease. Okay, so diseases is an illness that affects a person, animal, or plant. It is a condition that prevents the body or mind from working normally. What can you see in the pictures? Try to examine the pictures. All right, so these are what we call the decaying materials. So when we say decaying materials, what is it? All right, so decaying materials are waste that may cause harm to one's health. So when we say waste is any material that is no longer usable and is thrown away. So what are those common ailments that we can get if we are exposed to those decaying materials and waste? What do you think? All right, so these are the common ailments such as allergy, cholera, malaria, typhoid, dysentery, skin disease such as ringworm, and scabies. So let us tackle what is malaria or dengue. Malaria and dengue are diseases spread by specific type of mosquitoes. So these become epidemic in places where this type of mosquito breed. So malaria and dengue are from the bite of mosquitoes. Next, what is typhoid? So when we say typhoid, it is a waterborne disease. So people who drink polluted water can become infected with typhoid. So the garbage in this area is a good breeding place for flies. So the flies can carry disease that is transmitted to a person when they drink polluted water. And lastly, what is dysentery? So dysentery is a disease that can cause severe diarrhea. If not treated properly, someone can die from it. So this is a waterborne disease that is transmitted to a person when they drink polluted water. Okay, so those are the diseases that you might get if you are exposed to decaying materials and waste. So it is important that we should practice proper waste management and also cleanliness and proper hygiene practices such as washing our hands with soap, brushing our teeth, and others. So that's all for our topic for today. I hope you have learned something from Teacher Stephanie. Thank you for your listening. Bye, kids!